chapter 2 of the Giver, in which we answered the questions yesterday and we're just going through the summary today. Now Jonas is talking to both his parents about his worries for December. What is happening in December? The ceremony of 12. Lovely. And there's also going to be ceremony of wine. So who knows what happens in the ceremony of wine? I don't say anything about Gabriel yet. I just want to know about the ceremony of wine for all ones. What happens?
Oh,
yes.
They give it to families.
Yes, they give the babies to families. So what happens once upon a December? There is a ceremony of ones, and each year there are 50 babies. That's basically how many classes?
About 1 and a bit.
1.5 classes every single year. No more than that. So there's no 8 A, B, C, D's, just 2 classes of grade 8s. 50 babies each year, in which babies from the nursing center are given to parents who apply for babies. Yep, you have to apply for a baby. You cannot have one of your own. It's not allowed. It's not allowed to have a baby. And on top of that, you cannot give the baby the name.
They check on you daily.
Yes, they check on you daily. But anyway, you must apply for a baby if you want a baby, and you cannot give the baby a name. But the father, because he works at this nursing center, he is able to sneak in to look at the list of baby names. There is baby number 36. There are only 50 babies. We know there's only 50 babies. Now baby number 36, we realize there's something wrong with him. Or the father says they are thinking of what? What they're thinking of doing this baby. They're releasing this baby, right? And now we find out from the father, he sneaks into the nursing center's naming room. And he finds out that the baby's name is Gabriel. What's his nickname? Gabe, right?
What is 151 and 51?
It actually gets answered. I'm not going to spoil it. But I will say for this chapter, what does the father do so that Gabriel can develop better? So that he can, yes, he whispers in his ear. He says, Gabriel, 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 in his ear for the hope of him nurturing better. Back to these ceremonies. You have the ceremony of 12, the ceremonies of ones. And now we get a flashback of when Jonas was 5 years old. That little Jonas is 5 years old. And he remembers going on stage to collect number 23, Lily. So Lily, she was number 23 out of 50. They had to collect her on stage. The family is brought on stage with the elder sibling, if there is an elder sibling. And they collect their bundle of joy that they applied for. The father reflects on when he was a 12-year-old boy, and they had to watch these ceremonies. How it works? There are 2 days. I'm spoiling this for you a bit. But there are 2 days in which the ceremonies occur. On day 1, the ceremonies of 0 to 8 occur. Then the next day, ceremonies of 9 to 12 occur. The father doesn't really care about 0 to 8. He doesn't care about day 1. But he really enjoys ceremony of 9. Why is this? What's so special about ceremony of 9? Yes? The child can ride a bike. It's very exciting. Unfortunately though, what is the concern about this riding a bike? Sorry? There you go. You cannot be taught to ride a bike before the age of 9. This is a rule that is frequently broken. What do they do to break this rule? What happens? Yes, there you go. The older siblings teach the younger siblings to ride a bike before the age of 9. And that's how this rule is frequently broken in the community. If you have a rule that you want to change, that it's not about bikes, but if you want to change a rule, then where do you take it? There's one person in the community that has the power to change any rule that needs to be. Say it. There you go, the receiver. The receiver is the only person who has the wisdom to give the community if they have any struggles. They are the most important elder in the community. Please take this in mind. I'm not going to spoil this for you, but the receiver is the most important elder in the community. Yes? I cannot spoil that for you, but the receiver is the receiver of memories, and this is very important for the future, for Jonas's future. Remember the father, he's 12 years old. He's reflecting on the ceremony of 12 when he was younger. He tells us that when he was 12, he used to volunteer. That's why there's a volunteer meme. But he used to volunteer at the nurturing center. And because he volunteered at this nurturing center, the elders, they saw this. And then they decided, okay, because he's volunteering here, he's going to be a good nurturer. Yes. They watch you. This community, 24/7, like a clock, they always are watching you. Always watching. Then we have Jonas, who's very concerned about Asher. Why is he concerned about Asher? With this monitoring ceremony of 12. Why is he concerned for his friend?
Was she gonna get released?
No, he's not. Asher's not going to get released. He's concerned for his friend. So they're going to, mainly because Asher, he says, is such fun. Asher is such fun, but he's very concerned because he wonders if Asher is actually going to get a job. If he's actually going to get a, what's it called? It's another word for job? Assignment. He's worried that Asher might not get an assignment because he doesn't take it seriously. He's always having fun. But the parents assure him that the elders and the community, they know what they are doing. Once they watch you, they know the perfect job for you, and really, you don't get disappointed. Most of the time, people don't get disappointment with their job. The parents also tell Jonas that he must be prepared to say goodbye to his friends. Because once you get an assignment, you have no more volunteer hours, you have no more recreation time, which basically means break time. You're not as close to your friend groups. It's sort of like high school to university. Once you move from Al-Azhar and you go to a different university, you might not see your friends as much. You might not, once you go from university to your job, you might not see your university friends as much. It's a different change. You have to adapt sometimes, and that is okay. In the midst of this, Lily, his 7-year-old sister, she asked for her comfort object. What is a comfort object? A toy that helps you sleep. But it is taken away at the age of 8. So the mother says to Lily, hey, Lily, you're almost turning 8 years old. Shouldn't you probably practice not having a comfort object? What is Lily's comfort object? Elephant, a stuffed elephant. That's elephant. And for Jonas, he also had a stuffed animal, which is a... What was his stuffed animal? A bear, right? Jonas had a bear, and now Lily has an elephant. That's a heffalump, but to just emphasize, a heffalump, this is from Winnie the Pooh, it's an imaginary creature, because in the society, animals do not exist. It is an imaginary creature. At the end, Jonas speaks to his mom. Well, he doesn't speak to his mom, but his mom works with a briefcase, and he does his schoolwork. At the end, he's still not satisfied because he's wondering what? What is he wondering? What's his concern about? Not about his friend anymore, but himself. Oh no. What is my job going to be? What is my assignment going to be? I don't even know what I'm good at. How am I supposed to get an assignment if I don't even know what I like? And that's the end of chapter 3. Chapter 3 is for next week.